Some letters are tricky, so let's play a game. Guess my tricky letter. There are 26 letters in the alphabet, and each letter has at least one sound. In most letters, the name of the letter kind of matches the sound. Like the letter M is M, and the letter S is S, and the letter L is L. But for some tricky letters, the name of the letter and the sound of the letter don't really go together well. Like this letter, the name of this letter is U, but the sound of the letter U is You would think that U would be Y, but U is It makes it a tricky letter to learn. And this letter is tricky. The name of the letter is W, but the sound of the letter is W, like at the beginning of watermelon. And that makes that a tricky letter. And this letter is tricky because the name of the letter is G. So you would think the sound of the letter would be G, but it's not. It's G, like in gum. So let's play a game to practice some of these tricky letters. I'll give you a clue, and then you guess my tricky letter. Yellow begins with this tricky letter, yellow. Y, say Y, yellow. Can you guess this tricky letter? Umbrella begins with this tricky letter, umbrella. U, say U, umbrella. Guess my tricky letter. Yarn begins with this letter, yarn. Y, say Y, yarn. I'm thinking of a letter. Guess my letter. Up begins with this tricky letter, up. U, say U, up. Can you guess this tricky letter? Wagon begins with this letter, wagon. W, say W, wagon. Guess my letter. Yak begins with this letter, yak. Y, say Y, yak. Can you guess this tricky letter? Goal begins with this letter, goal. G, say G, goal. Guess my letter. Queen begins with this tricky letter, queen. Q, say Q, queen. I'm thinking of a letter. Can you guess my letter? Wave begins with this tricky letter, wave. W. Say W. Wave. Guess my tricky letter. This tricky letter is at the end of the word fox. X. Say X. Fox. Guess this tricky letter. Gum begins with this tricky letter. G. Say G. G. Gum. Can you guess this tricky letter? Under begins with this letter. Under. U. Say U. Under. I'm thinking of a letter. Can you guess it? Yogurt begins with this letter. Yogurt. Y. Say Y. Yogurt. One more. Guess my tricky letter. Gift begins with this tricky letter. G. Gift. G. Say G. G. Gift. Hooray! All done for today. Great job practicing your tricky letters. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more fun videos about learning to read.